It doesn't have to be like this. You can do better.
Big things better.
Brand new shoes better.
No more bus better.
You've got a good head on your shoulders, and there's a career out there
Just waiting for someone like you.
Took the words right out of my beak.
And how do you make it happen?
With an education from
Carrington College. Hands-on training, great instructors.
Carrington can really help you stretch your wings.
Yeah, but she doesn't have wings.
It's an expression.
I knew that.
Well, whether it's a cuddle buddy or a workout pal, the Arizona Humane Society is bound to have the perfect pet for you, and we brought along 19 adoptable animals for you to meet on today's show. That and so much more this week on Pets on Parade. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Pets on Parade, the Arizona Humane Society's weekly TV show brought to you by 3TV. I'm your host, Ashley Goebel. Thanks for joining us today. If you were able to tune in last week, you would have seen a cute dog named Marley, a black lab mix. She's been at our shelter since February 14th, and this sweet girl continues to wait for someone special to come along and adopt her. Someone is really missing out on a great dog here. Marley not only enjoys playing in pools of water and exploring hiking trails, but she loves to play with other dogs and enjoys the companionship of older children as well. And she is available at our campus for compassion, and her adoption fee is only $35. Someone has to come down and get that sweet girl. Everyone at the shelter just raves about her. Now, spring has sprung in the cat world, and we are seeing litters upon litters coming into our shelter. Among our feline residents, we have two very cute brothers. First up on the show is Tiny and Fluffy. And Perry, I'm thinking these two are maybe a little Russian blue mix in there?
I don't know if they are or not, but they are as pretty as Russian blues. So yes, they are Russian blues, we will say. As you mentioned, Ashley, another unwanted litter out there. We're going to start seeing more and more of these guys come in. They are very, very cute here. I'm holding Tiny right now, who is a big old purr machine here, this guy. He is rumbling like crazy. According to the people that have really worked with him a lot, he's supposed to be the more mellow of the two. Look at little chin scratches he likes and the belly scratches. Cute little guy. Alyssa here is handling Fluffy, appropriately named, the big fluffer, and a little more curious, a little more inquisitive than Tiny here, but they're both going to be a blast. They're going to like the kitty condos, lots of feather toys and laser lights and all those neat things, and they're going to be just a great duo, and like you said, pretty as Russian blues.
I think they're just darling little brothers, and it'd be great to send them home together too. Thanks, Alyssa, for helping out with helping Perry handle those guys. Now, I have been in the animal welfare industry for about 8 years now, and I've seen lots of litters of kittens, but none get as precious as these next kitties. They are so darling and sweet, and just at first glance, they may seem like your typical tabby tuxedo cats, but Lisa, their exceptionally sweet personalities is really what makes them stand out from the rest.
Yes, they are. Look, they are obviously brothers here. They both have this adorable little freckle on the front of their nose. And Grace here has Huck. She's handling Huck, and he is the calmer of the two. As you can see, I have the handful right here, Tom, and he is feisty and playful and is seeing himself on the TV screen and wants to get away from me. But they are absolutely wonderful. They were strays, and they were able to stay together on the streets. So they don't have to be adopted together. It would be nice if they could stay together on our Twice as Nice program, but they don't have to stay together. but they are bold, feisty little creatures that are just happy to join anybody's home.
They are so sweet. Gracie, great job holding that little guy there, Huck. He's doing really well with you guys, and great with kids as well. So that's the perfect family companion, and great little kitties for you there. Now, Sabrina is up next. She's one of our young at heart kitties, and she's a beautiful lynx point who's 7 years old, and she's looking for someone to share candlelit dinners for two. Perry, Sabrina's has this thing where she will only eat if you are joining her, and she likes to enjoy her fancy feast canned food while you're sitting next to her.
I believe that, because she is a diva. Look at these pretty colors in this cat. It's a little mix of everything, a little bit of calico orange here in the forehead and some tabby stripes and some beautiful gray markings here. A very gorgeous cat. Her owner passed away, and so she's a lost little kitty right now looking for a forever home. And she's 7 years young, really. She's not even going to be middle-aged for most cats out there. She was fostered for a while. She had an upper respiratory. She went off to the foster home, and the foster said she is one laid-back kitty, very, very polite, and just likes lounging around and likes kitty rubs and is very, very well behaved. So if you're looking for a very laid-back kitty, check out little Sabrina here. Beautiful cat.
And that's to be expected with the slightly older, slightly senior pets. You know, they're very easygoing, well-trained. They know the house rules, and they're just looking for that forever home. So that was Miss Sabrina. Now the next three don't get any cuter than this. We have Moonbeam, Shadow, and Smokey, and these three are very entertaining to watch when they play together. Lisa, they are adventurous, non-stop fun, and they like to pounce on each other's tails, which I think is hilarious.
Well, if I thought the last kittens were feisty, I hadn't met these yet. Because these guys are only 8 weeks old, and the one I'm holding here, and don't ask me who's who, I really can't tell, but they are all boys. And he's a meower, very loud, my little guy. But everybody is really feisty and playful, and somebody will just lay down and the next one will come over and bite its tail. But any of these guys are going to be good to integrate into probably any household. They're at a good age where, as long as you introduce them to kids and your other cats and dogs, I'm sure they'll be just fine. But the only one thing I will say is be warned, when you flip over in the middle of the night, you just might get somebody pouncing on your feet.
They are famous for that. And all those little kitties like to pounce on your feet when they're underneath the covers, and it's one of their favorite things to do. Those three are spunky, but if you have a playful cat at home, they'd be the perfect addition to your family. Now, up next, we have one of our long-eared friends. Her name is Candy, and poor Candy has been at the shelter since December 29th, Perry. That's a very long time, and she was actually abandoned by her owner and found by a Good Samaritan as a stray.
Yeah, stray rabbit. I always wonder how it happens. It does, though, and this is a beautiful, beautiful English spot mix of some sort. Candy, I don't understand why she hasn't been adopted, because she is just one very manageable, very easily handled rabbit. Very, very well behaved. Look at that little nose going there. Mile a minute. If you are new to rabbits, just do your homework on them. They are vegetarians, of course. Timothy hay is the staple of that diet. They need a lot of it for the digestive tract, but they can eat veggies and fruit too, and some rabbit pellets. They need plenty of fresh water. Lots of time outside of that kennel to get those big thumper legs exercised, and keep them in a nice solid bottom cage. But again, bring them out a lot and give them a lot of love, because they can be great, great pets.
They really are such quiet companions, great for kids, and Candy there happens to love children as well. Well, these are just a few of the many cats and critters at our shelter. Here's some photos of a few more, and all of the cats and rabbits have been spayed or neutered prior to adoption and will receive a free follow-up veterinary exam as well. You can see them all by visiting our website. It's azhumane.org. Well, stay tuned. It's National Prevention for Poison Week, and we'll have some tips to keep your pets safe when we come back.
Meet Gary Harper, a veteran consumer advocate, which is a fancy name for the one guy you want on your side. You see, Gary's a real son of a cop, but he doesn't need a badge. He's got the power of 3 TV on his side, and he won't just save your day. He'll save you money, and he'll save you time, because he's not afraid to kick some backside. And that's the one side you don't want to be on. How does Gary do it? By working with Arizona's largest team dedicated to looking out for you. So the next time you get blindsided by a bad guy, contact this guy. He's Gary Harper, 3 TV's troubleshooter, and he's on your side. 3 on your side.
For authentic cowboy cuisine, great Western music, and for tons of fun for the whole family, go West. Festival of the West, that is. March 21st through the 24th at Westworld. Get your tickets online.
I'm Linda Cobb, the queen of clean. Ever get into a real fix and need something fixed? You try to get a fix on finding the best company, but the game is fixed against you. Until now. Q-Fix-It is the only referral company I trust. I love them so much I can't stop saying fix. If you're fixing to spruce up your house, car fix, landscaping, pool, in a legal fix, or even need your dog groomed, call 602-2-FIX-IT. We recommend the best and toss the rest.
My dry hands used to give away my age, but not anymore.
New Gold Bond Intensive Hand Cream. Lasting hydration keeps hands youthful and moisturized.
Now my hands look great and feel healthy.
New Gold Bond Intensive Hand Cream.
This stuff really works.
Welcome back to Pets on Parade. It's National Poison Prevention Week, and the Arizona Humane Society is encouraging pet owners to keep their pets safe and keep harm out of their way. You know, the ASPCA reports that their animal poison prevention receives over 200,000 calls every single year of animals that are in need of help. And here today we have just some few items that you want to keep out on. These are items that you see in your household, and poisonous substances that your pets can incur typically fit into these categories. We have human medications like ibuprofen, pain medication, as well as antidepressants, human foods like avocados, onions, grapes, and raisins, and also insecticides or insect baits. You also want to watch out for common household cleaners like bleach, detergent, and also plants such as lilies, tulip bulbs, and oleanders can also be a great concern. Now, preventing poisonous encounters is as simple as keeping these items out of your pet's reach, just as you would a child, and secure all pills, cleaners, and insecticides in closed cabinets or drawers where they're not accessible. And never assume that human medication is suitable for your pet unless you have discussed it with your veterinarian first. Now, although symptoms of poisoning can vary, they often include vomiting, diarrhea, lack of appetite, staggering, or trouble breathing. And if your pet does exhibit these signs, you want to call your veterinarian immediately or visit the nearest 24-hour emergency hospital. In addition, pet owners can gather these items listed here on your screen and create their own emergency first aid kit for their pet. So you see, hydrogen peroxide will help with inducing vomiting. You can use a syringe to administer that. Also, saline solution for their eyes if they were to get anything in there. Artificial tear gel for eye lubricant, mild grease cutting for dishwash liquid or skin contaminations, forceps to remove stingers, and so on. So in addition, if you have any questions or concerns, or you want to see those lists up close, you can always visit our website, azhumane.org. Be sure to keep your pets safe. And when we come back, we'll introduce you to some adoptable canines.
The Caledonian Society of Arizona presents the Arizona Scottish Highland Games at Steele Park. Highland dance competitions, delicious food, world-class athletes, fun for the wee lads and lassies, fun for you. Featuring Dennis Sir Sean Keogh, comic Chris Yates, Angus and Didgeridoo of Brother, and the Wicked Tinkers, clans, merchandise and more. Plus whiskey seminars brought to you by Glenn Morangi. Kickoff event at Weston Kierland. Details at ArizonaScots.com.
Why is it snowing in my fake house? Simple. To illustrate the unpredictable nature of winter weather. Good God! You see what I'm talking about? So call Safe Auto today for affordable state minimum coverage. That way, when things get slippery, you can take comfort in the knowledge that you're covered. Let me ask you something, fella. Is that tuxedo rented?
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Drive safe, spend less.
Listen, you guys want a breath mint because it's a little fishy.
Over 40 million in RV inventory, up to 60,000 in savings for one amazing week. This week at McMahon's RV in Mesa. Shop a first ever factory authorized RV disposal. You heard right. The manufacturers have endorsed these unprecedented RV savings. This week, McMahon slashes prices up to $60,000 off on new Class A and Class C motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, and more. Ridiculous savings on bank repos, returns, and pre-owned units. Save thousands this week at McMahon's RV, 2260 East Main Street in Mesa.
Welcome back to Pets on Parade. A nice girl named Amelia stopped by our Sunny Slope facility and donated a bunch of items: beds, blankets, cat litter, food, paper towels, laundry detergent, and of course pet toys. She did this as part of her commitment to the National Honor Society at Sunny Slope High School, and we're so thankful for her generous support for the animals at our shelter. So a big shout out to Amelia there. Now, if you love caramel, then join the Arizona Humane Society at the Biltmore Fashion Park on April 5th for Caramel-palooza. Caramel tasting begins at 7 p.m. and all the proceeds raised will benefit the Arizona Humane Society. There's more information on our website if you need it. And before we introduce you to the dogs, we wanted to share a recent adoption success story from Nicolette, who adopted this doggie named Coco. She writes us saying, "This Coco's been the greatest addition to our family, and I fall more in love with her every day. She's absolutely perfect," all capital letters, she writes that. And each night when I go to bed, I tell her how much I love her, and I know she feels the same. Well, I hope that the dogs on today's show are just as lucky as Coco. They're all hoping for that forever family today. And before we, introduce you to all of them, it's time for our breed of the week with a boxer. This is hanging out with Perry there. His name is Bentley, and he is just the sweetest boy. Perry, I am a huge boxer fan. Tell us a little bit about the breed.
We're not the only one, Ashley, because I know lots of people show up at the shelter every week asking us if we have any boxers, and here we have a boxer. And I'm not sure he can get any closer to me than he is right now. He is about as affectionate of a guy as they come. This breed was a German breed. 1895 was the first recognition of this breed in Germany. And it's actually a mix of the English Bulldog, which I think everybody knows, the big cartoony, sour-faced character, and a dog called the Bull and Baser, which is no longer in existence, an extinct dog. And they were bred actually to be able to hold game in some strong jaws until the person was able to come over and get it after fetching it. They quickly became fairly popular early 1900s, but they really started blossoming after World War II when soldiers started bringing them home from Europe. They are generally very gregarious and great with children, great with other animals, family dogs. The name boxer, by the way, a lot of people say, where's that name come from? Some people say, well, it's because they get on their hind legs and they use their paws and they box. It's a very, very common theme, but it's probably not the correct one. Boxel is a word that was used to describe the Bull and Baser, which this dog came from, so I think that's most likely the explanation. Bentley here is the prototype boxer. It doesn't say that he's good with kids, it says loves children, it says loves other animals. He is wonderful. They said he was great at home, he played in the backyard, he's leash trained and crate trained. And I said, he can't get any closer to me. If you want a boxer, this is the one right here.
He's one of those dogs, Perry, that thinks he's a lap dog, and he just wants to be so close to you all the time that he'll lug himself right on your lap just to cuddle, and he is the most affectionate thing. So someone is going to drive a Bentley home today, and we're very excited about that. Now, the spring and summer months are particularly busy at the shelter, and unwanted litters arrive daily. Each day at AHS, we see about 121 adorable faces like these four here that are in need of a loving home. And Lisa, you have your gang helping you handle these four, and they're unusual mixes. They're Dachshund, Alaskan Huskies.
I know, they've got short little stocky legs like a Dachshund, and a little bit husky, maybe Australian Shepherd, a little bit of everything. Although in the group we've got this little girl who is short-haired. Everyone else kind of has a little bit longer hair. But although puppies and kitties are cute, and we all love them around the shelter, as you can tell, it's getting warmer. That means it is puppy and kitten season. And so we really encourage everybody to spay and neuter their pets. I mean, our shelter is already bulging at the seams. Our kennels are full. So be sure you let your friends and neighbors and everybody know, although puppies and kittens are very, very cute, there's so many homeless animals in Maricopa County. Especially, look at these four. These four came to us as strays. They're all 7 months old, and clearly we believe from the same litter because they all sleep in a big pile still at 7 months old. Alyssa here has two girls. These are the two girls, and Gracie and I each have a boy puppy. They are wonderful, spunky. They probably need a little more socialization they're good with each other, but they need socialization with other pets and people just to make them great pets. But they're all very friendly, and as you can see, great with kids.
And I think you guys gave Grace the wily one over there. He's all over the place. They're a cute bunch, though, lots of fun. And Definitely entertaining. Thank you, ladies, and those are adorable puppies. Well, our volunteers recently groomed Miss Curious here, and not only is this Australian Shepherd Beagle mix beautiful, but she smells heavenly as well. And Perry, she is an absolute angel to go along with it.
Right, Ashley, from the crazy pupiness we just saw to the one-year-old puppy. This is a puppy too, but what a gentle, like you said, angel doggy right here, Miss Curious. A really cool little mix. Looks like almost like a little mini Aussie. And she, again, has, just like Bentley, a great profile, loves children and other dogs, and loves everybody. This dog's not going to get any bigger than it is now. It's just a great size. Pretty long coats. You're going to have a little bit of grooming activities, but she's going to just take to it nicely. She is just wonderful. She loves people. She loves everybody. Again, if you like this breed of dog, and who doesn't like the little shepherd mixes, come on down and ask to see Miss Curious. She is one special little doggy.
She really is, and she's the perfect size, Perry. I just think she's sensational. Well, the family moved and they had to leave Canella behind, and being homeless has made this Australian Shepherd Chow mix very depressed. And Lisa, she's this week's staff favorite, and she's such a gentle dog, and all the employees and volunteers at the Arizona Humane Society just have wonderful things to say about this sweet, very calm girl.
She is. She is 2 years old, but she is so wonderfully calm and very, very sweet. She has been just a joy to have in the kennels with us. But she is a little shy in the kennels, and we do notice she seems to prefer men, although she is good with kids as well. And the only thing we don't recommend is she's tending to bark at the cats. We do think that she prefers men a little bit over women, so any of you guys out there looking for a dog, she would be wonderful. She was sadly a backyard dog for someone, and so she might need a little brush up and training on her house manners, but she's very, very smart, and she's been learning very, very quickly at the kennel, and she's learning to use the dog door. So if you're looking to add someone with this sweet face, come on down and meet Canella. You won't be disappointed. She's going to make somebody a wonderful dog.
I love her black tongue, too. She's got a little bit of that chow in her, but she's just absolutely sweet, and can't help but just love all of her markings and her beautiful eyes there, too. So these are just a few of the many dogs at our shelter. Here's some photos of a few more, and all of the dogs have already been spayed or neutered and vaccinated prior to adoption. You can see them all by visiting our website. It's azhumane.org. Stick around when we come back. We have more pets for you to meet, as well as our special pet.
For authentic cowboy cuisine, great Western music, and for tons of fun for the whole family, go West. Festival of the West, that is. March 21st through the 24th at West World. Get your tickets online.
Announcing the inventory reduction sale going on now at Little Dealer Little Prices. The inventory is huge at your lightweight trailer specialist, and prices have been reduced. See Arizona's largest selection of ultralight travel trailers, both new and used, on sale now at Little Dealer Little Prices. New ultralight travel trailers from 3 different manufacturers, now just $99.90. Don't miss this giant inventory reduction sale, only at Little Dealer Little Prices.
Little Dealer Little Prices, big on selection, really big on saving you money.
3 convenient locations.
It's Mattress Firm's Sign and Sleep event, and it's never been easier to save money and sleep happy with practically just your signature. For a limited time, pay $0 down, $0 due at signing, and get 0% for 3 full years. With just the stroke of a pen, you can sleep happy on a Serta Eye Comfort Queen Set for as little as $37 per month, or even a Tempur-Pedic Queen Set for just $39 a month. So let your good name get you a good night's sleep during the Sign and Sleep event. Only at Mattress Firm. Save money, sleep happy.
It doesn't have to be like this. You can do better.
Big things better.
Brand new shoes
No
better.
more bus better.
You've got a good head on your shoulders, and there's a career out there
Just waiting for someone like you.
Took the words right out of my beak.
And how do you make it happen?
With an education from
Carrington College. Hands-on training, great instructors.
Carrington can really help you stretch your wings.
Yeah, but she doesn't have wings.
It's an expression.
I knew that.
Welcome back to Pets on Parade. We'll introduce you to our special pet in just a moment. But first, we want you to meet the most adorable little beagle ever. His name is Scrappy, and his birthday is just around the corner. He is going to be 4 years old, and that means he will finally slow down for more than a second. And Lisa, this is one of my favorite ages. They're still a little active and curious, but they're a little wiser, a little more well-behaved, and no longer chewing on all of your household items. So
that's right.
Yes.
As you can see, I have a treat in my hand. I'm going to try to show you all the trick. We'll see if it works. Okay, Scrappy, down, down. Never fails. When you're on camera, they just never want to do it.
Well, he's sitting pretty.
So
That's
sit.
good.
Okay, good boy.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to take my word for it. He's very smart. His owner surrendered him to us just due to the cost. But I'll be honest, I could talk about this dog all day. He's friendly with cats. He's friendly with dogs. He loves children. He's crate trained. He's leash trained. He's housebroken. I don't know how you would ever get rid of a dog like this. He's so wonderful. He went through a list of things he wants me to tell his prospective new families. He loves chew toys. He loves rope toys. He loves tug-of-war, fetch. I could go on and on. I haven't met a thing that this dog doesn't love. He's a perfect size. He is like a thin beagle. We have him as a beagle mix, although I'll be honest, he looks like just a little bit of a beagle with a little bit longer legs and then on the thin side. But really gonna be a great pet, and I'll tell you what, I'll stop talking because you all are gonna get in your car and want to come down to the shelter and adopt him because he is just that special.
He is a stellar dog, Lisa. He's got a lot going for him, and hopefully today he will land that forever home. Well, up next is one of my favorites. His name is Toby, and he reminds me so much of my dog Max at home. He's gentle, he's sweet. Perry, I can hear him giving kisses in your microphone there. He's just loyal and affectionate, and his tail is always wagging. Perry, what else can you tell us about this guy?
Actually, he is just the blend of the breeds we say he is. We're saying this is a Hound German Shepherd, and I think you can see both qualities in him. He is just a big goof. He is a super lap doggy. He loves to snuggle. I have treats here in my hand, and he's just not interested in taking them. He wants me just to keep petting him and petting him. He is 1 year old, so you're going to have a very, very energetic doggy right here. He's going to want to romp around the yard, and I think he's going to be a very, very good hiking dog. He's probably going to be very, very clingy, though, because of that shepherd in him. They don't come any more affectionate than this guy right here, Toby. He is just a bundle of energy, very, very nice, likes everybody, has a great profile like all the pets on our show today. He's just a great bunch of doggies, and Toby fits in right with them. And I think lots of people really love the shepherd breeds because they are very, very intelligent, easy to train, and they are just a very, very clingy dog that you can sometimes even take off leash and they'll follow you around because they're just so, it's the herding breed in them. So if you want a great family dog, don't hesitate to ask to see Toby here.
Oh my goodness, he loves the belly rubs even like my dog Max, and his tail hasn't stopped wagging. No. Perry. He's just such a sweet guy, a little goofy, yeah. But you can get past that, and he's just there he is, there's Toby, he's finally standing up. All right, well, it is time to meet our special pet, and this week we want to introduce you to Sam. He's got a cute face that may look familiar to some of you who watch the show regularly. Sam has been on the show before and was overlooked, and it's been about a month now that he's been at our shelter, and joining me today is his foster mom, Miriam. And Miriam, you found me on Facebook, and you said, Ashley, my foster kitty is still up for adoption. We need to do something. So we decided to make this his second debut, and he's doing just as great as he did the first time, sitting there perfectly. But tell us why you fostered him and what kind of home would be best for him.
Thank you, Ashley. Sammy here just had a kitty cold, so it was just such a joy to have him in our home. Honestly, I think he's the sweetest kitty we've ever had. All he wants to do is cuddle. That's it, just cuddle. No interest in anything else. I think he would make just a great pet for even the littlest children because he's so gentle, or maybe some older members of our families. Honestly, he is the quintessential lap cat, just an angel. He was good with our big clumsy dog, and I would have taken him in a heartbeat if I didn't have super mean kitties at home that were not happy to share the home with him. But he is just really such an angel, and I hope he can find a forever home soon.
Oh my goodness. And even the staff at the shelter, I mean, he has lots of fans rooting for him, and every single person says that he is just the most affectionate kitty ever. So, Miriam, thanks for giving him a second chance and for fostering him and taking him and getting him better. And hopefully today will be his lucky day and we can find him a good home. That is Sam. Now, the pets on today's show are available now at our campus for Compassion. For more information about these animals, you can call the number on your screen or visit azhumane.org. Just look under the Pets on Parade tab. Everyone, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week with more Pets on Parade.
The following is a